Today, we're celebrating the centerpiece of the Thanksgiving table.
But this time, we're smoking it!
It's perfectly browned on the outside and succulent juicy on the inside.
Every slice is a little bit of heaven.
Now this is truly something to be thankful for.
Yes,
It is.
we at least have the turkey to be thankful
We
for.
have a lot to be thankful for, including you guys. So let's start off with this amazing turkey.
Look at this fresh turkey. It's like 14 pounds.
She's a beaut.
Oh, I can't wait to
If you
eat her.
he said fresh, so if you can find it fresh, you can find them usually at your meat market, farms all around. If they have fresh farms, they're fresh,
Fresh
and
is
so
best.
they're extra delicious.
Yes.
If you can't, go with
That's
frozen.
right.
Just we've got
Yeah.
instructions on how to defrost. But
Yeah,
anyway,
and then you can get it all good and seasoned up.
That's right.
All right, so I'm gonna I need to get the skin away from the inside of this.
the breast
turkey.
Yeah.
Greta, I'm calling her Greta.
Okay.
Greta Garbler.
Oh, Greta Gobbler. Greta Gobbler. I love it.
All right.
What about Clark Gobble? Or we're already having too much fun.
That's fun.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to do this, and you get started on the brine.
I can get started on the brine. Okay, now if you can see right, I've already gotten a little bit of a jump start. We're using 6 oranges. Orange and apple cider and honey is sort of the theme here. It gives incredible flavor. So I've already juiced 5 of these, and I'm going to do these remaining 2. And I'm telling you guys, the flavor of this just permeates that meat, and it is so delicious. How you doing over there?
I'm doing good. I'm just taking
That
the
always
time.
feels like you're
I'm gonna rip the skin.
like you're gonna rip the skin, and it's pretty sturdy. Do be kind of careful, but we've also learned that if you do rip the skin a little bit, it's not gonna be the end of the world. It's gonna be okay. I'm eyeballing this. We're gonna add about 2 tablespoons of honey. And I would say if you're going to err one way or the other, err on the side of putting too much honey.
Okay, well, real quick, I'm going to stab this.
Oh.
Stab Greta.
Poor Greta.
I know, it's like a 1940s mystery.
It's a mystery, yes. That in itself is a mystery.
A murder mystery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's just going to help the
everything
flavor
go
get in there.
through,
Okay,
yes.
so now in typical brine, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of kosher salt. That just helps. Believe it or not, it helps it become more moist and more juicy. And then we're gonna add some flavorings. We've got 2 tablespoons of ground ginger. We've got 2 teaspoons of ground cumin. We've got 2 teaspoons of ground yellow mustard. You see the flavor profile happening here. 1.5 teaspoons of ground cloves. I love cloves, especially during the holidays. And then 1/2 teaspoon of ground allspice. Again, another classic seasoning. And now we're just going.
Yay.
How you doing there?
All right, so I was waiting for you to get done. I am going to transfer this. Transfer this to our giant brine bag. I think this is holds a 20-pound.
I have a link to that. Yeah, make sure that one holds up to 25 pounds. You don't want to get one that's too small because, in the crunch of things, that'd be a problem.
Okay, Chris. Now, here, let me just. So I'm only touching this stuff over here so I don't contaminate
Be
everything.
careful as you're handling this
Yes.
uncooked bird. You don't want to get germs that can contaminate things.
Yeah, everything I'm touching is not going to be touched again.
Yeah, so just be aware of that.
Okay,
All right.
so we're going to throw some of that brine underneath the skin, aren't we?
I'm just going to do this again. Yes.
All right,
I'm just
get it
whisking this.
good.
You want to get as much of the salt dissolved as possible. If it doesn't all dissolve, you're okay. So we're just going to spoon a little of this all there into Greta.
Yay.
That'll
get it in those holes.
That sort of violent.
Where I stabbed Greta.
Violent stabbing, Sorry, Greta, but it's going to be okay. It'll just help permeate that skin, which is wonderful.
Great. Keep on going.
Okay.
I love it. More the better.
This flavor is just through the roof. So I don't know if I mentioned this, but I'm not serving this bird until tomorrow. You're going to want to let this brine do its thing.
Yes.
If you can, definitely overnight.
Hand me the oranges first.
Yeah. Then we stuff it
I'll
with
do it.
the orange.
I got it. Here, give me those.
Stuff with as many oranges as you can. You'll probably have some leftover oranges.
Oh, yeah, we got a bunch of. Chris,
Yes.
hold on. I got to get something out of the middle there.
Oh, did I not? Oops, I forgot the neck.
We always tend to forget that.
No, we don't always. I've never done that. That's so hilarious.
Well, I'm in charge of the turkey, so it's my fault.
We come.
Just drop them and
you
I'll
can only
push
imagine. Oh, good heavens! You can only imagine.
I'll drop them and push
Talk
them.
about
Calm down, man.
comedy routine.
Calm down.
How many turkeys
Here,
we
Chris,
go?
I don't want to touch you. Just drop them down.
Okay, how many turkeys we go through during the holiday season when we're doing them for you, for our family, and all? More?
Yeah, one more.
Okay.
There we go. I was wondering why I couldn't stuff those things back in
That's so
there.
crazy. Anyway, you've heard those stories of like first time, maybe not just first time, people that like roast the turkey and they don't realize the giblets are in the cavity.
Here we go. Like, Chris, wait, could you pour the other ones in here? Just put them all around there. Just drop them in.
So the extra ones that won't go in the cavity, you can just put on the outer side. Wow, I promise we rehearsed this, guys.
We did. Here now, let's pour that right down in there.
Okay, so we're gonna do a little.
All down in there. Oh, there we go.
Okay, some down the cavity, and then the rest we're just gonna do along the sides. I want to make sure we get all of that out of there. I want to get all of those seasonings and that salt, because that's what's going to make it so delicious. What are you giggling about?
That I left that in there.
Oh, I think that is kind of hilarious.
I'm like, what is this?
Okay, now we're going to finish we're going to fill her up. This is just some good quality apple cider, especially this time of the year. You can find apple cider. A lot of times they sell it over in the produce section of your supermarket. I love apple cider, and the flavoring it gives to this is just through the roof. This is, a lot of times you can do about a gallon will work. We find to fill this, if you want to have a little extra left over, or you want to have a little extra on hand, because you really do want to submerge this. So this is about a gallon and a quarter.
Keep on coming.
Gallon and a half. Trust me, if you've got some left over, it's delicious to drink. You just, I'm talking about not that.
Yeah, right.
I knew what you were thinking.
All right, so let's, Chris, pour the rest in there. That's all right.
Okay. I was going to have a glass of apple cider, but that's all right.
Oh, there we go. Now that's good. All right, so
this is the night before, so we're going to, you need to throw out your gloves now?
No, I'm going to just zip this up because everything's still a little contaminated.
Right. So we're doing this the night before. We're going to, in smoking, we'll talk about this a little bit more tomorrow morning when we see you, but you're going to want to do, on average, 30 minutes per pound. And since this is a 14-pound bird, you figure you can go about 7 hours in the smoker. So just calculate all of that when you're figuring your whole timeline for your Thanksgiving dinner, your feast or lunch, whatever you're doing. Work backwards from there from when you're going to serve it. So
I got my little playmate here.
That's your little playmate. That's really good. So we're going to put this in we have a fridge out in our garage where we've made room. If you don't have room in your refrigerator for a big old honking thing like this, you can just put ice in there. That's no problem. If it's cold enough where you are, where it used to be where we lived, you can put it outside. Just don't let it freeze. You just want to keep it chilled until it's ready to smoke.
All right, me and Greta are going to take an ice bath.
You're going to have a little cold evening. All right, we'll see you in the morning. Oh, what a good night's sleep.
Good morning, everybody.
I dreamt about turkeys all night.
I got my coffee still. Oh, you want to look at my coffee mug? It's so cute. Wait, hold, dog dad.
Dog dad. I know, sweet ebb and flow.
Oh.
Okay, so let's talk turkey, shall we? We're moving right along. It's the big day.
Yay.
And so we're planning on eating later this evening. Now, if you were going to do this for lunchtime, which we're going to do later, then you're going to have to plan, maybe set your alarm to get, because this is going to take some time in the smoker.
Yeah, that's like 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning.
It's fun. It's fun. It's exciting. So anyway, so this morning we got up and we got the cooler out of the refrigerator, put it in the sink, or no, I put it next to the sink, very carefully lifted that big old bag, get your muscles going and put it in the sink, and then very carefully just go in there and grab the old turkey, the miss thing, and kind of give her a shake in just to get any excess off. Greta. I forgot. Greta. Miss Greta. And then she looks so relaxed. And then I just put her in the sink underneath the faucet and just rinse it a little. Just get any extra, maybe the salt or the spices off of it. She has soaked up all of that beautiful marinade that she's been resting in all night. And then we put her on a baking rack, and I just got a paper towel and just kind of dried her a little bit so she's not dripping wet. And now we've got her on our little rack pan.
That's
here.
great.
And
actually, we have a link to that. It's
yes.
part of the smoking text page that we have for y'all. You'll see the smoker a little bit, but they've got all these great
Actually,
accessories
this
too.
isn't. I
thought it
bought this
was.
separately, but I'm sure Smoke and Tex has one. I wanted, as you were saying that, I was like, I need to double check. But anyway,
we'll double check.
They'll have something, I know. So now we've got 6 tablespoons. This is going to be some butter, baby.
I love it.
I do too.
Butter that.
This is butter that baby.
Greta likes to be buttered.
She does. She likes to. She's that kind of girl.
But I liked Clark Gobble though.
I like Clark Gobble too. Clark's a good guy. He really gets into it. All right. So we have been making turkeys.
Also, don't give us any flack about our sweatshirts.
Yeah, I know. It's in our DNA. Especially, I was raised here in Dallas Cowboys country.
Yes,
so.
and he went to Texas A&M. That's why I got this.
Yeah, so it's people up north when we used to when I would wear these, like, are you a transplant Cowboy fan? You're the only ones I really will allow is if you're from there. And I'm like, well, I'm from there. So anyway.
Yes, exactly. No transplant.
Yeah, okay. I'm getting butter everywhere, but that's okay.
Except for on the turkey.
That's so not true.
There's a little
It's
over
always so great, even in the first thing in the morning.
Get her down there in the front area. There we go.
Okay, so now this is good, and it's going to just the skin is going to render some of that beautiful, turkey juices and deliciousness. So, okay, I am literally covered here.
Hey,
so
stick her back in there. There you go.
Yeah. Okay. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to take the. Oh, there's some good butter there.
Yeah, I know.
Butter. If you have gloves, this makes this easier because when you do this with your hands, you'll be washing your hands for an hour.
Yeah,
that butter
you'll use a whole bottle of Dawn.
I know. Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm going to liberally. I'm talking liberally. Salt, and Chris is going to help me.
Yeah, because if we just wait for you, it'll be evening. Okay.
All right, you salt more.
No, that's good. We're good. And by liberally, don't overdo it.
Yeah,
You just want to.
I don't want to create spots of pepper too, so I want to make sure that it's all over the place, as Chris tells me. All right. Hold. All right. Okay.
Yay. So now I am so excited. It's crunch time. Well, it's not crunch time. Crunch time is later. But now we're going to go out and we're going to get her in the smoker. Okay, it's smoking time. So here we are with our beautiful, fantastic Smoke and Tex electric smoker. I'm just going to slide her. If you see right down there, I've got a pan that's filled with water. What that does is it just creates some steam, and it just helps. It helps keep the bird nice and moist and juicy. This is Smoke and Tex. This is an electric smoker. We're going to smoke her at 225 degrees, nice and low and slow. Now I've got. Well, no, I shouldn't do that quite yet. Now we need to do the ever important wood in the wood box. Poultry you don't want to overdo it because it will absorb some of the smoke. It's a little different than, say, a brisket. I do about anywhere from 6 to 8 ounces. You definitely want that smoke flavor, of course, but you don't want to overdo it. So, that's about enough right there. So what I'm going to do now, put this on the heating element. We're going to, now this is super important. This is our ThermoPro thermometer. And we're going to stick this in the thickest part. We're going to try and get it in the thickest part of the breast, which is going to be right around in there, in that area, okay? This is our ThermoPro. You guys, you get a discount. We have links to these in the description. I love this one because it keeps the temperature out here, but here we've got this remote where it syncs, and so we can monitor it on the inside. Okay, now I'm going to lock her up. And then you could also use this ThermoPro, which is another digital one. I sometimes come out and you can just check, stick it in and check different spots of the bird. We're going to want her to get to 165 degrees. And that's going to ensure that it's perfectly cooked and super delicious. And so this should take about 7 hours. And then we're going to take it out and it's turkey time. Okay, so we're at about 161 degrees. That's perfect. We want it between 160 and 165. Ultimately, we want 165. It'll continue to cook as we take it off the heat and bring it inside. Okay, you guys, it's been about 6.5 hours, not quite 7 hours, which is normal. It really depends on the size of your bird, just how. And isn't this beautiful? Look at that golden brown, just that smoky, delicious texture, color. It just is so amazing.
So now what we did, I'm gonna bring this up here without trying to make too much of a mess, is to add, to keep the moisture, every, say, I don't know, 30 minutes, hour, we squirted it with a mixture of apple cider vinegar and water. That, again, that just helps it stay extra juicy. It gives it a little flavor and a little crispiness. All right, let's go in and see the loon. Wesley!
That looks so good.
Well, hello, Turkey. Hello.
Oh, y'all.
What's her name?
Gerda. No, Greta.
Greta, you are a good-looking girl.
You all, that looks gorgeous, and I'm making a lovely little platter.
That's
to put it.
beautiful.
This is our pre-Thanksgiving Thanksgiving. So this is just we're just gonna eat this.
We're doing
ourselves.
this just for you guys.
But I've got some. I laid some parsley down. Chris, bring those feet towards me.
Yes.
There
okay.
we go.
All right.
Perfect. It's got some juices
The
flowing.
smell, you guys, if you could smell this, it's the mix of orange, honey, with the smoke.
I'm gonna clean up.
Wowzers.
All right, so I'm gonna also make it look a little prettier. I'm just gonna throw some orange wedges here just to keep the orange theme going. Look at that.
So while he's doing that, let me just give you a little, obviously this is when things are really getting crazy, when you're getting ready to bring all the food out.
Yeah.
The good thing about the turkey is it's gonna stay warm for a good amount of time. We've just brought this in. It's, the temperature went up to 165, now it's cooling a little bit. You can leave her untouched, the bird untouched, for 45 minutes to an hour, then carve it, and if you want to carve at the table, you perfectly are fine to do that. You could even do it 2 hours later. It's still going to retain the heat. It's not going to be piping hot, but it's going to be warm. Or you can go ahead and slice it, cover it with foil, and it stays warm. We do it like 2 hours before we serve the whole thing, and it's perfect.
Okay, let's cut into.
All right, Wesley
Greta,
is our
Greta Gobbler. Yes,
Greta Gobbler.
I'm gonna do us a little slice of
heaven. Okay.
Actually, let me
entertain you.
Oh, people are not going to be able to see that. How am I going to do this?
While we were, I went ahead and whipped this up a little gravy because, we don't have all the other fixings, which is a shame, but you got to have gravy.
Here, Chris, switch places with me. I want to make sure.
What are we doing?
I want to make sure everybody can see me cut into
wow,
this.
we are really.
I know. I just don't.
We are improving today.
I just want to make sure. There we go. Right from above. Look at that. That's adorable.
Beautiful thing. So, okay.
All right. I am using the sharpest knife I have in the house, and it's my brisket knife. But hey, it's smoked, so this is smoked. So anyway, I'm gonna get this from above, Chris. Look at all that.
Okay.
All right. Oh, okay. Chris.
It's looking good. Oh, look at the interior. Beautiful.
Okay. All right. I don't want to overdo it here.
Yeah. You don't want to overdo your.
There we go. Hold on.
It should be perfectly cooked. I used my digital probe to just kind of check different locations in the turkey, and there's going to be some areas that are going to cook a little more so than the others. It's just the nature of the beast. Here come the.
Do you want to give me a plate?
I would love to.
There you go. I'm just going to slip this off of here. Oops.
Wow, look at that.
Carving is always such a hard thing to do.
I know, but you've gotten good at it.
Oh, thanks. Look at that, you guys.
Oh, that is beautiful. The flavor.
Oh, that skin is crispy. Mm-hmm. That's from that spritz, I think.
It is. That helps, yeah.
There we go.
Oh, I'm salivating.
I know. I think you're in my ear.
I know. Well, that's also the dogs.
Hold on. Let me get off this. Let me get it off this skin.
Give yourself, time to do this. If you can find a loon that is comfortable.
Do we want more, or? I think we're good.
We're good. In the interest of time. That's good and juicy. I know.
I want to eat it here. I just want to pick this up.
There's so many.
It's like the state or Six Flags, the state there.
Okay. Yes.
The turkey legs that they give you.
Oh yeah.
All right. There we go.
Wow. This seems so underwhelming. Well, happy Thanksgiving.
Here, Chris. I'm serving you.
Wow.
Look at that. Here we go. We're gonna go right across the top of it.
We have a recipe for turkey gravy. The
roasted
turkey gravy. The whole 9 yards. You can find it on How to Feed a Loon.
Okay. All right. Here we go. I know this is.
This seems like.
Well, what are you having?
Well, a piece of turkey. At least I'm thankful for that.
That's all.
If it's going to be one piece of turkey, I'm glad it's this.
Oh, Chris. Oh, Chris.
Cut so juicy and tender.
You ready?
I've never been more ready.
Okay, hopefully everybody can see. Oh. Y'all,
The
if you've never smoked a turkey, get a Smoke and Tex smoker. We've got a link to it, and you get a big old discount.
Big old discount. It is. We've been doing this now
And
for
make this.
11 years, and we have made the turkey every possible way. I think. I'm sure there are other ways, but and I have to say, I mean, the fried turkey gives us a close run for the money, but I think this is our favorite, right?
I'm dying.
That hint of smoke is not too much.
I just ate my whole meal.
I am.
What are those dogs
They're
doing?
like, they are literally. You can see them. All right, you've got some work to do here.
This is 1,000,000% Loon approved.
I can't believe it.
It is so good. I cannot wait till I
Eat the rest of it. Oh my gosh, you guys. I mean, that's incredible, him saying 1,000,000, because I had to convince him for us to smoke a turkey. Yay! All right, you guys, happy Thanksgiving. If you celebrate, if you don't,
Y'all smoke
happy,
it.
Happy turkey.
Get to
Smoke 'em.
smoking. Smoke on Thanksgiving.
That's right. Right, Cheech and Chong would be so happy. All right, bye everybody. We love you.